Hey everybody, how many fragrances should a person have? This video is mainly for people that are looking to start their fragrance collection, not for people that already have over 100 bottles, 200, 2000. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing I would recommend is a fresh, clean, versatile fragrance. Something that's completely inoffensive, something that is not challenging at all, and very mass appealing. So fragrances like Versace Bright Crystal, that's marketed as a feminine scent. YEDP by Yves Saint Laurent is great. Bleu de Chanel is a classic. So all those fragrances, when you look at them online, you might be put off just because you're going to hear so many people say that those are basic and they're overworn. Everybody wears that, and pay no mind to those sort of comments, because I will say, of course, in the fragrance community, pretty much anything that's a standard designer fragrance can be considered basic because anybody can find it at your local Macy's, Sephora, Ulta, right? But for the most part, when you're out there interacting with real life people, nobody's gonna clown you and be like, oh, you're wearing YEDP, that's so basic, you smell so basic. No one's gonna say, oh, you're wearing Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, basic. They're gonna tell you, you smell fantastic. And you have to keep reminding yourself that there are not many people that watch fragrance videos like this. So when you're reading comments under videos like this, these are people that have picked this up as a hobby. So of course, their range and their taste is very different than the average person that is just used to simple smells, and those are things that satisfy them. So that's why I recommend a fresh, clean, versatile, mass appealing scent, because not only will you feel confident when you wear it, you already know that everybody else around you will love the way you smell. Now, if we want to break that down even further, I would suggest getting a sweet or spicy, sexy fragrance. Something you can wear on those Friday nights, clubbing, bars, after, your school is done, your college is done from Monday to Friday, or you're done with work from Monday to Friday, and you're going to hang out with some friends at a lounge, at a club, at a bar. You want that head-turning fragrance that's going to smell fantastic and last the whole entire time, where the next morning you're still going to smell yourself. So that's when I would recommend fragrances like Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier, the feminine one, because I haven't tried the masculine one. That is a sweet, head-turning honey fragrance. Fragrances like Stronger With You by Armani, also huge crowd pleasers, but it smells fantastic. It's sweet and it's different than your typical fresh fragrance. Now, it's not bad to wear fresh fragrances during these occasions, but it doesn't fit it as much. You know what I mean? If somebody was wearing a fragrance like YEDP versus like a sexy Spice Bomb Extreme at a nighttime sort of event. So now you have these two fragrances and you're like, man, let me expand even further. Then you can go into the date night category, the date night territory, so something that's going to be soft, intimate, sexy, and romantic. So fragrances like La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL is a fantastic date night fragrance. Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian. I will say that's a challenging fragrance though, but it's the first thing that came to mind because I see it in my collection right there. But something that shines during one-on-one situations, great for date nights. So the fourth category you can look into is work. So let's say you're like, you know what? I don't want to wear my fresh, versatile fragrance to work all the time. I just want to wear that when I'm working out, I'm going on a walk, running my errands, having breakfast with some people. But for work, I want something that's better suited for my office environment. And that's where fragrances such as Prada La Femme, Prada L'Homme would shine fantastic, because not only are those very attractive scents, but they fit that work environment down to a T. Like, they smell fantastic when you're dressed in a business casual outfit, even like a business formal outfit. They really are stellar in those instances. So those are 4 occasions. And I should have said in the beginning, of course, you can break it down with the weather around you, like just hot and cold, a fragrance for the high heat and a fragrance for the cold weather. But since we're talking about occasions, we're gonna stick with occasions. Now, you can be fine with these 4, but if you really wanna round it off to 5 to cover all your bases, then I would suggest your fancy fragrance, the fragrance you wear when you're going to a wedding, a black tie event, anything where you're about to show out and you're gonna get dressed to the nines. So This is gonna be similar to your sexy, sweet, spicy fragrance that you can wear clubbing, but I would say that this is gonna be the fragrance that takes it to the next level. This is gonna be your high quality, fancy fragrance, something like Risala by Arabian Oud, Carlisle by Parfums de Marly, fragrances like Black Phantom that really capture the attention of everybody in the room. These are bold, these are polarizing, and they just like, they don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of them. You know, they require a certain sort of confidence in order for them to shine to their like their truest potential, in my opinion, right? So those are already 5 categories that if you pick a fragrance for each of those, I promise you, you'll be set. And I'm going to be totally honest right now that out of all the fragrances behind me, there's only maybe 3 or 4, actually, only 3 that I constantly use in my rotation that I love more than everything else. You know, because I talk about fragrances a lot, I do test things on a daily basis, like here on my wrist, to see how things perform and if I like the smell of them. But there are 3 that no other fragrances have been able to touch in terms of sexiness, in terms of longevity, that I really love on myself, that really, really gel with my personality, you know? So once you find your top 3 or your top 5, it's going to be very hard to change out of them and you're going to just be on lock. But anyways, I hope this video was helpful. If it helps even more, I'll try to put the names of the fragrances that I listed in this video down below so that you can click on the links to see if you want to basically compare prices or if you want to pick up a bottle, because I know searching for certain fragrances can be very time consuming and draining because it's hard finding a place where to start. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.